What should you do with your cash right now?
I've got all this money, and I don't know what to do with it.
Hi everyone, I'm Marc Lichtenfeld. Welcome to State of the Market. 11 years ago, I was writing the first edition of my book, Get Rich with Dividends. My then pre-adolescent son asked what I was writing about, and I explained the concept of investing in dividend growth stocks and why it makes sense. And I mean real investing, not that fake monopoly style investing.
The game is crazy enough as it is. How can an iron be a landlord?
Anyway, I showed him the projected numbers of my 10, 11, 12 system, which I write about in the book and use in the Oxford Income Letter. The goal is to generate 11% yields within 10 years, and if dividends are reinvested, to generate 12% average annual total returns over the entire 10-year period. A 12% average annual total return triples your money in 10 years. My son looked at me with big eyes and said,
"You mean if I invest my money like that, it could triple by the time I get out of college?"
Now, my son has always been practical beyond his years. And I told him I can't guarantee those results, and there is a risk that he could lose money, but that yes, over 10 years, I would expect his money to triple. He immediately asked if we could set up an account and pick some stocks that would earn 12% per year for 10 years. It's now 11 years later, and he didn't earn 12% per year. He earned more than 13%. How's that for an M. Night Shyamalan-like plot twist?
What a twist!
And he continued to invest during those years, first with birthday money and then with money he earned at various jobs. And last night he mentioned he's sitting on some cash and was wondering what to do with it. Well, I'll tell you the exact same thing I told him. Subscribe to my newsletter, buy my book. I don't work for free.
Merchandising! Where the real money from the movie is made.
I'm kidding. I will tell you exactly what I told him. For your shortest term cash, I recommend a treasury note. You can buy them directly from your broker or directly from the U.S. Treasury at treasurydirect.gov. Currently, a 3-month treasury yields about 2.5% and a 6-month yields 3%. Compare that to the best CDs in the country at 1% and 2% respectively, and it's not really close. If you don't need the money for 1 year or more, we're sticking with the U.S. government again. USA! Series I savings bonds are a great investment. These are issued by the U.S. Treasury, so they're among the safest investment on earth. The interest rate on these bonds adjusts every 6 months based on inflation. So currently they pay 9.6%. That's right, 9.6%. Now that will change in November, but inflation is still high. That number on the bond could go even higher. These Series I bonds come with various rules like a $10,000 maximum investment per year, a 1-year lockup period, and you lose 3 months interest if you take out the money within 5 years. But these bonds are one of the best and safest way I know of to keep up with inflation. They can only be purchased through the U.S. Treasury at treasurydirect.gov. And I also told him he should be putting some of his money into the stock market. In fact, he should be doing that at regular intervals no matter what. Now, I buy stocks at least 4 times per year throughout the year, whether stocks are at all-time highs or getting hammered.
I just had 3 shots of Hennigan's and I don't smell.
Timing the market is impossible, so I don't try. I just know that if I add money to the market consistently over the years, that money will grow significantly. So here's what I do. I invest a specific amount of money on my birthday, my wife's birthday, and my kids' birthdays. They occur throughout the year, so I'm not loading it up in one quarter, but I have the discipline that no matter what is going on, I'm investing on those days. Pro tip, make sure that investment is not replacing your gift for your wife or kids.
You gave me an educational toy?
What do you say to Mr. Swanson?
Oh, thank you.
Now, however you decide to choose your dates, pick some dates throughout the year that you will invest no matter what. It's not always easy, but I promise you, over the long term, you will have made the right choice. Discipline is key. And if you're struggling to hit that buy button because what's going on in the market, just think of that precocious kid telling me he wants to triple his money, and that he did. Certainly, you've got the discipline and guts of a 10-year-old, don't you? I think you do. For more wealth and income building ideas, check out my free e-letter, Wealthy Retirement. Just click on the link in the description. I'm Marc Lichtenfeld. Thanks for watching.